51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 51. Mike 51.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Wait, wait, 20! We own them! We own them! Rip!
On 2nd and 9, Brady brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Wait, 29. Alpha. I'm coming after you. Hey.
On play action, it's Brady. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brady's throw there complete to Edelman. 11 yards there, first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the 35 on second down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. You're confident.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He was looking for Edelman there. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Jackson from the shotgun. The open man is Shark. It's complete. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 47 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just does...
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here I come. Here I come. Hey, check it.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Brady to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. We ain't giving up nothing today. 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Check pass, check pass. Hey.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Brady's throw there complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. With Pat's at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Brady now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 44-yard line.
Wait, that 380. Check it. I got you, son. I got you.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Brady, and Eifert has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Throwing now is Brady.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 yards on the play, first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Brady, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This will be taken very short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Go bandit.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Team 6.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, watch the slant. Slam.
Again, it's Michelle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Switch.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, One of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Wait, 20!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 24 yards. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brady now to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2.
That's what I do.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Shadow!
From the 25 on second down, Brady, he'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Edelman was the intended target. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, go 66.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On play action, it's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Come on now. 51's the mic. 51's coming to you.
Here's Jackson. Gonna throw again. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, Brady to Michelle on the dump off. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Leonard Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Jackson now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Jacksonville, it'll be a 13th win on the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7, and they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?